Today we have a Pan That palette update. I shot my hair off, if you can't tell. Yeah, I just needed a change. My hair was driving me crazy. I think I mentioned it in like almost every video. It's a lot shorter than I was anticipating. I think I said like down to here, but like it's okay. It'll grow. But I am trying to figure it out still. And yeah, but it feels so much better, especially in this Georgia heat. So let's just jump right into the Pan That palette. If you haven't been watching this series, I am doing Pan That palette with my Lorac Pro 3, but I'm doing it a little different. I'm panning it in order. So starting at the first shade, wanting to hit pan on the first shade, and then once I hit pan, going to the second shade and trying to hit pan on the second shade. So that is how I've been doing my Pan That palette, just that way, so I only have like one shade that I'm focusing on at a time. But I do keep track if I use any of the other shades, which I have. Actually, I've used quite a bit of the other shades this month, but I don't want to hit pan on anything until it's its turn, if that makes sense. So before we get started, let me show you the progress clips of my little palette. And so this is what it's looking like today. We still don't have any pan on Cool Taupe. This is the shade we are currently working on. There's getting to be a dip. I really would like to be able to hit pan on this for the next update. We have used this so many times. So here's like an overview of what the palette is looking like. I will have close-ups at the end of what the palette is looking like currently. And once I hit pan on these two, I stopped tracking them. So I have used both of them a few times, but I stopped tracking them once I hit pan on them. But they might look a little different. I think I expanded the pans a little bit. All right, so let's get into some numbers. So like I said, I haven't been keeping track of any new uses on those ones, but for Cool Taupe, let me count because there's a lot of lines here. Last update, we were at 5, 10, 12, 13 uses, I believe. And now we are currently at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 uses. So it's been over a month. I just haven't filmed this in a while. So we're currently at 55 uses in Cool Taupe and just a little bit of a dip. Nothing major, but this is actually like a pretty dark color, so I don't need a ton for it to work. I just dip my brush in, tap it off, and then go for it. I did switch brushes a couple times, so usually I've been using just like, I was previously using just like a fluffy brush, which I do prefer. I think it buffs out pretty good. Like I think it blends out nicer. But then I switched to this brush. This is from Wet n Wild, and this one is just like scratchier, if that makes sense. It's more dense, and the bristles are definitely more scratchy. So they're like, it's making more progress using this brush, but it's not my favorite using this brush. And then I have also been using this one from Moda. This is the Moda Pro Crease brush, and this one is just really fluffy too. And I really like this brush, but to see any kind of progress, I'm gonna need to be using like more of a dense, coarse brush, which may or may not be cheating, but I've used it 55 times, like, come on. So that is where we are at with Cool Taupe. Again, I will have close-ups at the end. You can kind of see, I really want to have pan on this for next time. I'm really sick of just focusing on this for a crease color. I've been wearing it every day as a crease color. No matter what my look is, this is my crease color, which it does work with everything, but yeah. So I think that is it for the top row. I haven't touched any of the other mattes, which means they're gonna take forever once I get to them. But if we move on to the bottom row, I do have some progress. My mom also used this palette for the week that she was visiting. So I did tally any uses that she used while she was here because I want to keep track of how long it takes to hit pan, not just my personal uses. So these are mixed with mine and hers. I don't remember how many times I used it specifically. But anyway, for light gold, that is the shade right here, we used it 2 more times this update, so making a total of 3 uses on light gold. And then Almond Pearl got used 1 time this month for just a total of 1 use. And then Medallion is at a total of 9 uses with an additional 4 uses this update. That one will be easy to hit pan once I get to. I've only used it 9 times and there's already a really good like dip going in there. Same with Light Pewter, that one has a pretty good dip in there too. I used this one a ton this month. Well, it seems like I used it a ton this month. There's a total of 8 uses on this shade, and I used it 6 times this update. Let's see, Amethyst has 1 use. Rose Bronze has 2 uses. And Dark Mocha, this one, has 2 uses as well. But that is everything. That is all of the new uses. I definitely was playing with these 2 a lot. I think my mom used those ones too a handful of times. Those ones are just really pretty. Those are like the 2 lid colors, I would say. And then Rose Bronze as well. But the other ones, like these 2 are really light, so those are more inner corners. And then like this one's pretty dark. These ones are pretty dark. Like those will be like lower lash line or outer corner shades for me. So there's really not much for lid colors in here, at least that I would use as a lid color. But that is going to be everything for my quick little Pan That palette update. Like I said, I will have a clip of what it's looking like right now. And that is going to be everything. I hope you guys liked this video. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe down below for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye, guys.